everyone, from Southview High School in the gymnasium. TV20 is bringing you high school volleyball, another first for WLCS due to the fact that George Daniels Stadium is going to be dark all weekend long. Both Lorain Southview and Lorain Admiral King are on the road. We figured we would put in a girls volleyball game, and what better than what we've got right here tonight at Lorain Southview High School as they host the Lady Admirals from Lorain Admiral King. Tonight is Parents' Night, and the parents of all the freshmen, JV, and varsity Lady Saints volleyball players are being introduced, and while we're doing that, let me make a couple of introductions. My name is Ron Bacalar, and my partner for tonight, much better looking than John Nesbitt in football, we have Ray Marie Bastock.
That's right.
Formerly known as Ray Marie Pagan.
Yes.
Welcome. And
Thank
you
you
are the freshman volleyball coach here at Southview, and your gals won tonight.
Yes.
It took 3 games.
Took three hard ones.
But you won.
Yes, we did.
And in case you're interested, the Admiral King JV ladies won in 2 sets. So we're going to get set for the varsity game, and Ray Marie is going to be providing some of the information, because I'll be honest with you, Ray Marie, my involvement in volleyball has always been at backyard picnics, if you understand what I mean.
Absolutely.
So we're going to see real volleyball, the kind they play on the collegiate level, the kind they play in the Olympics, and it should be a great night of sports here in the Lorain City Schools. Our cameraman, producer, and director is Bob Quinlan, and we'll be back with the start of tonight's match in a moment. All right, the introduction of the players for tonight's volleyball match, and we'll give you the starting lineups. First of all, at the coin toss, the Lady Admirals won the toss and elected to serve. The Lady Saints will receive the ball to begin with. Now, closest to the net will be Jamie King, a 6'2" freshman wearing number 22. In the middle position, Rachel Okachik, a 5'8" freshman wearing number 16. And the other outside person by the net will be Melissa White, a 5'11" senior wearing number 32. The server for the Lady Admirals will be Lindsay DeAndrea, a 5'6" sophomore wearing number 30. In the backcourt, in the middle, Christina Mantini, a 5'9" freshman. And the other backcourt person will be Carrie Sokol, a 6'2" senior. For the Lady Saints at the net will be Candace Thomas, a 5'9" junior wearing number 11. In the middle, Christina Shuka, a 5'4" freshman wearing number 14. And Beth Walker will be outside by the net, a 5'6" senior wearing number 30. When the Southview Saints begin to serve, it will be Beth Walker who will do the serve, as she will move into that position. In the back court will be Emily Delgado, a 5'7" senior wearing number 10. In the middle, Amber Alloway, a 5'6" senior wearing number 15. And the captain, Alicia Nieves, a 5'8" senior wearing number 32. And that's the way these two teams will line up. The Lady Admirals are coached by Pat McGill, who is not with us tonight. Miss McGill, and by the way, this is a Tuesday night here at Southview. Last night, Miss McGill had a serious back operation. We understand everything came out just fine and dandy, but needless to say, after an operation like that, one is not ready to jump up and down. So filling in for Pat McGill for the Lady Admirals will be Jerome Davis as the coach. The coach for the Lady Saints, Tracy Holmes. The Saints varsity squad is 6-10 on the season, while the Lady Admirals are 10-5. Ray Marie, needless to say, the Lady Admirals have some height in this volleyball match, where the Lady Saints, as we've indicated, we're looking at 5'9" as being the tallest person, 6'2" being the tallest for the Lady Admirals. Is that definitely an advantage, or can that be circumvented?
That's pretty much an advantage for King. We haven't been blessed with too much height in the past year, so we're pretty much used to it by now. But you know, for a front row hitter to be that tall, it's less of a jump, and it's more of a direct angle down when they do hit the ball, as to where you're shorter and hitting toward the back. So that's an advantage, although Alicia Nieves has a nice vertical. So when she's up in the front, even though she's a little shorter, she can get up.
Well, one thing about Alicia Nieves, I'm very familiar with that name since we covered both boys and girls varsity basketball last year, and she is quite an athlete, needless to say. Needless to say. All right, the gals are going to take their position now, and the officials are also in position, and we are going to get this volleyball match underway. In case you're not that familiar with volleyball, it's what, the best 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. And
the idea is the team to get to 15 points first wins, providing they have a 2-point advantage.
Right.
So if it's like 15-14, they still have to play for that,
by 2.
That 16th point, so to speak. Lindsay DeAndrea, the 5'6" sophomore, will be serving for the Lady Admirals.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe she's the Admiral King setter.
Okay.
She's got a pretty nice pair of hands when she gets under the ball.
Well, needless to say, Ray Marie, you are very familiar with the terms, and we're going to depend on you to bring it to the forefront.
We'll see. Oh, nice little dink there.
By Candace Thomas, a 5'9" junior, and that's going to give the ball to the Lady Saints. And as we indicated, Beth Walker coming from the front of the net, going back into the server position. And spiking that ball, Melissa White, but it went out of bounds, and that's 1 point for the Lady Saints.
Beth is a very consistent server, and she's got a nice hard serve. So we like to see her back there at the beginning.
If you can get off to that good start, that's what it's all about. All right, setting the ball up, and again, it is Melissa White. Lady Saints managed to put the ball back into play. Now it's the Lady Admirals, and spiking the ball on the far side for the Lady Admirals, Rachel Okachik, a 5'8" freshman, and that'll bring the ball back to the Lady Admirals. So the Saints picked up 1 point in that set of serves. Serving now for the Lady Admirals, Melissa White.
We don't want to give too many free balls away.
And getting the ball over the net for the Lady Admirals, Carrie Sokol, a 6'2" senior, and the Lady Admirals pick up a point, so we're all tied up now at 1-1.
Yeah, we lost Carrie to Admiral King 2 years ago. She was here.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, she was here. And she went to King. Nice.
And putting the ball into the backcourt for the Lady Saints. A beautiful spike by Alicia Nieves, a 5'8" senior.
That's her vertical all the way. She can jump.
And that gives the ball back now to the Lady Saints. And serving now for them is Christina Shuka. And we have a substitution. Coming into the lineup now for the Lady Saints is Jocelyn Arroyo, a 5'8" senior, giving Amber Alloway a break. There's a reason for the substituting, Ray Marie, correct?
Yes. They pretty much have their specialized positions, and Amber is more of a setter, and Jocelyn's a nice front row player, so we sub them in so their strong points carry them through the game.
Christina's first serve brought a point to the Lady Saints. They lead now 2-1. And they're going to go up 3-1 as the attempt by Carrie Sokol to get the ball over the net winds up going into the net. Lady Saints on top, 3-1. Christina Shuka, just a 5'4" freshman, but boy, she can get that ball over the net.
She's tough.
And there's another. Score is now 4-1, Lady Saints. An attempted save there by Melissa White. And it's Jamie King getting the ball into the backcourt.
That's one thing you don't want to do, is give that pass right back to the other team, because they will crush it down on you just like she did.
All right, so the serve now goes to the Lady Admirals. And that's going to be a point for the Lady Admirals. Rachel Okachik serving. 4-2 the score now. Lady Saints on top. And that serve going out of bounds. What are the dimensions offhand, Ray Marie, on a volleyball court? There's just so much room. We could see a large gymnasium, which of course is used for boys and girls basketball, but there are certain parameters for volleyball.
Yeah, you know what? I really wouldn't know that. I tell you, that line that runs down in the middle is a 10-foot line. So from the net to the first line on the court, that beigeish line, that's a 10-foot line. So.
All right, the Lady Saints in their serve. The ball went out of bounds, and ball now goes back to the Lady Admirals.
Nice hit right through the block.
(4-2) our score, and on the failure by the Lady Admirals to get the ball back into Southview's court, the ball now goes to the Lady Saints. Serving for the Lady Saints, Alicia Nieves. Getting the ball across and into the backcourt of the Lady Saints, Christina Mantini for the Lady Admirals, and that'll bring the service back to Admiral King. Carrie Sokol will serve, and again, the ball out of bounds.
That's going to hurt if they can't keep their serves in.
How delicate is something like that? It seems like it's rather simple, but I'm sure it's not.
It's a lot of timing, and especially if you have a bad toss on your serve, that can pretty much destroy it. Just like that. Okay, and there's an example of what we're talking about here on the service there. Evelise Vega hitting the ball into the net. Ball going now back to the Lady Admirals, who trail by 2 points. Big spike in there by the Lady Admirals' Melissa White. Southview could not control. Lady Admirals get a point and trail now by 1, 4-3. Christina Mantini serving. They get those passes up.
And another point for the Lady Admirals. That ties the score at 4-4.
Southview doesn't seem to be moving quick enough to get to that ball. That was definitely a setter's ball for Evelise. She needed to get there. Now, when the ball does, in fact, get across the net, only 3 players are allowed to get it over to the other side, correct? And yes, if a blocker touches it when she goes up to block, then that doesn't count. So that's a block. So you still have 3 hits to go. Okay. Off of a block. Another point for the Lady Admirals, who take the lead now, 5-4. And over
over the top of the net is what the official is calling on Melissa White, as she reached over the top of the net to try to block that and keep the ball alive for the Lady Admirals, but instead it goes over to the Saints.
If that was a third hit, that would have been legal, but since the other team has to give the setter an opportunity to set the ball, so that's a good call.
Emily Delgado serving for the Lady Saints. And dropping the ball into the court is Melissa White, and that brings the ball back to King. And Lindsay DeAndrea, as the Lady Admirals have gone completely around, back to the serve. Just over the net.
Oh my goodness.
The Lady Saints just kind of looking to see who's going to do what, and that's going to cause Coach Tracy Holmes to call a timeout and get things squared away, with the Lady Admirals leading by 2, 6-4. Lindsay DeAndrea serving for the Lady Admirals. And punching that one out of bounds for the Lady Saints, Nikki Jackson, a 5'8" freshman, giving the Admirals another point, 7-4.
That's a good pass.
And again, knocking the ball out of bounds, Nikki Jackson. It's now 8-4. Lady Admirals have doubled the score on the Saints.
Oh, that was nice.
Now, I noticed there, Ray Marie, that they don't have to hit it 3 times. That was just like twice and over.
Right. On a block like King just had, once if you block it and touch it, you're allowed to turn around and hit it again. Usually you're only allowed to hit it once yourself. But on a block like they did, she had a nice pickup.
And the Lady Saints finally get the ball back, after the Lady Admirals picked up at least 5 points in that particular set and lead 9-4. Serving for the Saints, Beth Walker, a 5'6" senior. And an excellent spike by the Lady Saints, Alicia Nieves.
That's setting up that other team. You got to keep the passes on your side of the net.
So there was a problem with that one.
Oh, yeah. Once the pass goes to the other side, that front row hitter has every right to smash that ball. Nice save.
Another point for the Lady Admirals, 10-4 the score. They're just 5 away from putting this first set away.
They had some nice digs.
Serving is Melissa White.
Wow.
And knocking it out of bounds for the Saints, Candace Thomas. 11-4. And an ace.
King definitely has Southview rattled right now.
Melissa White serving 12-4. Lady Admirals just 3 points away from a win in the best 2 out of 3. And there's an excellent job by Christina Shuka, the 5'4" freshman. She really got up there.
Yeah, she does.
And she'll be going back to serve as the Lady Saints get the ball back now. They trail by 8, 12-4. Lady Admiral's doing some substituting now into the lineup. Kara Hughes, a 5'6" sophomore for the Lady Admirals. There's an ace.
Ah, right in between them.
Christina Shuka. In a situation like that, apparently one girl is thinking, well, you take it, and the other one's saying, well, you take it, and neither one takes it, and the ball lands out right there, and that's a point. Well, what do you do as a coach in a situation like that?
Well, they each have an area to cover, so they should know it pretty much, but the worst thing in the world is having that ball just fall. Somebody needs to move, and somebody actually needs to start talking over there and calling the ball and taking the initiative.
Yeah, there should be a lot of chatter. You're right.
Absolutely.
Christina getting 2 so far for the Lady Saints.
There you had a good pass.
12-6.
Nice dig by Admiral King.
Oh, wow.
Right there. That was front row ball all the way.
12-7. 3 straight points for the Lady Saints. And I noticed Christina, when she serves the ball, she gets right into the thick of things.
Well, she's the setter.
Very involved.
She's the setter. She has to be on her toes because she's got that second hit. Unless she calls help, just like that. But usually that second hit is hers. So she has to be quick and ready to go.
Okay, the ball will go back to the Lady Admirals as the Lady Saints picked up 3 points and now trail 12-7. Serving for the Lady Admirals, Helen Jeffries. Correction, make that Rachel Okachik.
Oh, wow. Right there again.
Right there and nobody there.
Yeah, that's some coverage problems. They need to take care of that. And when the other side is hitting, they have to get to their spots to cover that hit.
Coming out of the lineup for the Lady Saints, Candace Thomas coming in to do the service. Angelique Santiago, a 5'6" junior, as the Lady Saints get the ball back. They trail by 5 points. Score is 12-7.
There you go. Oh, touch the curtains. Rachel Okachik was on, came to a couple of our camps, so we know her pretty well here at Southview.
Okay.
She's a good little player.
Angelique scoring a point, and the Lady Admirals call a timeout as the Saints begin to sneak up on them, trailing only by 4 points, and we have a timeout. Underway and continuing to serve for the Saints, Angelique Santiago, as she tries to get her team up a bit closer to the Lady Admirals, if not to mention beyond them. Not this time around on that particular throwback into the Saints court.
Blown coverage by the Saints on that one again. On that hit, they have to make sure they're across from that hitter.
Jessica Russell now in the lineup for the Lady Admiral. She'll be serving. That one's going to go out of bounds, and that will give the Lady Admirals a point, and they now have 13 to Southview's 8.
Nice serve. Wow. Carrie Sokol can block. That's one thing we missed about her when she left. She is just a wall up there. She can get up and push it back down. Oh, they gave that to the Saints.
Yes, indeed. Alicia Nieves again, really getting up there. And she will be serving.
There's good coverage there. Boy, that's hard to play off that ceiling.
Yeah. Tough break there for the Lady Saints, as Jocelyn Arroyo did everything in her power to try to get that ball over. Service goes back now to the Lady Admirals. They need 2 to win this particular set. 13-8 the score. And that's going to be 14-8.
All right, the game point here.
Just out of curiosity, another question for you, Ray Marie. How high from the court is the top of the net?
Another one, I'm not sure. I think it's like, there's 2 different net heights from high school and college, and there's a different net size for men. And I want to say it's 7 3/4.
So these gals have to jump up.
Oh, yeah, they have to get up there.
All right,
Absolutely.
The 2 teams are going to change sides of the court, and that's the end of the first set, with the Lady Admirals winning it in this best 2 out of 3 series. Admirals winning the first game out of this best 2 of 3. The Lady Saints will then begin serve on the second game. Serving for the Lady Saints,
wow.
Nikki Jackson.
Oh, he's calling a replay. I wonder what he's saying up there.
So neither side gets a point. The ball doesn't go over to the Lady Admirals. It's going to be like it never happened.
It never happened. We're starting over right now.
Okay, Nikki Jackson serving. And that one's going to go out of bounds, and that will give the ball to the Lady Admirals. Serving for the Lady Admirals, Melissa White.
He is not doing a good job up there. I think he's confused. It seems like he's calling the ball is never going over, but he's not quite sure if the blocker touches it. It's the only thing I can guess that he's thinking.
So we have another one of those, let's do it again.
It never happened. We're starting over again. That was a nice pass. Yeah. That's point for King.
That one going out of bounds, and Lady Admirals put the first point on the scoreboard in this second game. Melissa White continues to serve, and the serve going into the net, that will turn the ball over to Southview. And the one that I affectionately refer to as the little one, Christina Shuka, will serve for the Lady Saints.
It's funny, in practice, she tries to be the big middle hitter sometimes.
Oh, is that right? They can rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
Good things come in small packages.
That's right. Let's carry up there again. She's tough.
Okay, that gives the ball back to the Lady Admirals, and doing the service, Rachel Okachik. Putting point number 2 on the scoreboard for
That's
King.
an ace. Nice serve. That's what we call it when they don't return it, an ace.
Oh, so an ace, if it isn't returned at all, it doesn't have to just hit the floor.
Nope, it's not returned.
Well, like I told Ray Marie, between games, I am learning a great deal about the game of volleyball.
Yeah.
And I give her all the thanks.
Oh, thank you.
Number 3 on the scoreboard for the Lady Admirals as they lead 3-0. Rachel Okachik serving.
I know that Southview has a couple of freshmen playing varsity, but I see that Admiral King does too.
Yes, they have.
They have two.
They have Jamie King, Rachel Okachik, Christina Mantini, 3.
Wow.
3 freshmen.
It's kind of exciting. It's going to tell us what the next 3 years are going to be like watching these girls play against each other.
And the Lady Admirals lose service, and it will go to Southview. Score is now 4-0 Admiral King. Now on that, going back to that 4th point, Ray Marie, when the Lady Saint hit it and it kind of went into the far stands, is that still considered then an ace?
On a hard serve, yeah, we would consider that an ace.
Okay.
It's a serve that it's either not returned or, you know, the pass is just wild, and they just don't get a good pass on it.
Serving for Southview, Angelique Santiago. And she gets the Lady Saints' first point on the board with that ace.
That was a definite ace. That hit the floor. It was a good serve. That's, oh, wow, she was in the net. She's got a nice set of hands for a setter on King's side, number 30.
Yeah, Lindsay DeAndrea.
Oh, yeah.
But you're not allowed to get any part of that body on the net.
Nope.
Lady Saints pull within 2, 4-2, but that serve going out of bounds. That will give the ball back to the Lady Admirals as we have a substitution.
I'll tell you, the coaches hate it when their players miss serves because that takes the wind out of your sails. That's the only way you can score is to get that serve over. Wow. Wow. I don't know if that ball ever cleared the net over there.
Serve belongs to the Lady Saints, and doing the job for them is Alicia Nieves. And the Saints get the point with Emily Delgado dropping that ball into King's Court. They pull within 1, 4-3.
Oh, nice shot.
Terry Sokol, the 6'2 senior, dropping that one into the Southview court.
That would be a kill. That was nice.
And it will be Sokol who will now serve for the Lady Admirals. And her serve into the net. That'll put the ball back into Southview's hands.
So funny how you can see somebody crush the ball like that and go back to serve. Yeah. And it barely doesn't even go over the net.
Amber Alloway serving now for the Lady Saints.
Oh, what a cover. Nice dig.
Yeah, Amber doing that one.
Oh. Wow, that was close. It's good play off the net.
And the Lady Saints tie the score, 4-4. Amber Alloway, 5'6 senior, will continue to serve.
Now she went to King. She just came to us this year. She was a former Admiral. Nice save. Oh.
And just out of the reach of Lindsay DeAndrea, she tried to get the ball across the net. Could not, and that gives the Southview Saints a 1-point lead, 5-4.
Oh, wow.
And a little mix-up in the back court there.
Yeah.
Between Carrie Sokol and the Lady Admirals, Jessica Russell.
I believe Jessica called that, and it looks like she stopped halfway going to the ball.
6-4, Lady Saints up by 2.
Wow. Nice playing. Wow, that was a dunk.
Okay, Amber just couldn't quite get the handle on it.
It was a nice play by number 30, for Admiral King. Dumped that ball right where nobody was.
Lindsay DeAndrea. Serving now for the Lady Admirals, Christina Mantini. Christina sets it up. DeAndrea over to the far side, and
net violation on the Saints, right into the net.
All right, that'll give the Lady Admirals a point, and they climb within 1. 6-5, Lady Saints on top here in the second game of the best 2 of 3. The Lady Admirals winning the first one by a score of 15-8.
Such a nice rivalry in any sport between the Saints and the Admirals. The kids know each other from everywhere.
And for the Lady Saints, Angelique Santiago just couldn't quite get the handle on that one. Another point for the Lady Admirals, and the score is tied at 6-all. Christina Mantini serving again.
Oh, wow, he called a roll.
Now, what is a roll?
When you go to pass the ball like Angelique did, and it hits your forearm and rolls up to where your bicep is, and that's illegal. You have to make a clean contact with the ball on your forearm.
And Coach Tracy Holmes calls timeout as the Lady Admirals take a 1-point lead, 7-6. Mantini, Christina Mantini, serving now for King.
Oh, outside.
All right, explain that one.
It went on, when she hit it, went on the other side of the antenna, which is out of bounds. You have to bring it in between the two antennas.
Okay, so the ball can only be put across the net between the two antennas on the near side and far side where the officials are situated.
Right.
And that's a point for the Lady Admirals, 8-6. They lead by 2. And now they lead by 3 as that one goes out of bounds. Christina Mantini still serving. And her serve goes out of bounds, and that gives the ball back to Southview. As Southview now trails by 3.
King has some nice passes today from the serve. Wow. We tell our ladies all the time, if you can't get a pass up, we can't get a set, and you have no offense. And that's a big key.
That puts the ball back into the possession of the Lady Admirals. Lindsay DeAndrea will be serving.
That's a nice back row hit.
Beautiful, beautiful hit by Alicia Nieves.
She was in the back row, and when you hit from the back row, you have to make sure you jump before that 10-foot line. Otherwise, it is illegal, and she did a nice job of that.
Southview gets the ball back. They trail by 3, 9-6. And that will put the ball back into Admiral King's hands as Christina Shuka's attempt to get the ball over the net winds up putting it into the net. Melissa White serving.
Oh.
Picks up a point.
It's a good serve. That would be an ace.
All right, 10-6 for the Lady Admirals.
It was a nice serve.
They are 2/3 of the way to winning this second game, but I'm sure the Lady Saints want something to say about that.
Another back row hit there. Oh.
Okay, a little confusion on the part of the Lady Admirals. Jamie King seems to have gotten hit by one of her own teammates.
That's what happens.
In an effort to get that ball over.
That's what happens when you don't have enough talking going on, and confusion arises and players get hurt like that. The girls have to know that they have to speak up on the court.
Christina Shuka serving for Southview.
Good hit. Wow.
And for the Lady Admirals, Laura Wayton. Wayton now in the lineup, a 5'9" senior on the kill, and that gives the ball now back to the Lady Admirals. And it's Laura Wayton doing the serving. Into the net, and the ball goes back to Southview.
The Saints can't afford to get down much more here.
No, it doesn't. It stays with the Lady Admirals. Okay, my mistake.
Yeah. That was bad. It hit the ceiling, the ball, and that's dead once it hits the ceiling and goes to the other side of the net.
11-6 our score. King on top. Now there's a situation that I had called earlier but was incorrect. Christina Mantini getting the ball into the net, and Southview will now take over. Angelique Santiago will serve. Laura Wayton comes out of the lineup for the Lady Admirals.
That was a nice save. Yes, that was good. And she's just a freshman. Wow, nice line. She turned her body to hit that line. That's a hard shot.
Jamie King coming out of the lineup, going in for the Lady Admirals to serve, Jessica Russell. We are in the second game out of the best 2 of 3. Lady Admirals winning the first one 15-8, leading this one 11-6.
Make that a 12.
12-6. And the Lady Admirals just 3 points away from a clean sweep in this varsity match.
Absolutely. Oh, nice tip. Wow.
And the Lady Saints could not control when the ball got into their court.
Nope.
Another point for King, 13-6.
That was a very heads-up play.
And again, Coach Tracy Holmes calling a timeout. The score, the Lady Admirals 13, the Lady Saints 6. Jessica Russell serving. And getting the ball into the court for the Lady Saints, Angelique Santiago, and that stops the point run for the Lady Admirals, giving the ball back to Southview. Michelle Rushinsky coming out of the lineup for the Lady Saints.
That's a nice box. Oh, wow. They're just on today.
And that will give the ball back to the Lady Admirals as some of the Southview players are talking to the official.
Talking to the line judge there. Wow. He reversed a decision. I believe they're saying the ball didn't, it went on the outside of the antenna like we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
I think that's, and that's the line judges, one of their jobs, and the young lady standing on the end is to make sure that ball goes in between the antennas, and apparently she's saying it didn't.
Well, if anyone should have been able to see it, you would think
I
that
would think
official
so.
smack dab in front of him.
I would think. What a save. Wow. That was incredible. And out.
And that one goes out of bounds.
Boy, Admiral King's just getting to everything. That ball's not dropping. I guess they didn't like that antenna call.
Lady Admirals get the ball back. Carrie Sokol will do the honors. 13-7 is our score. King on top. 2 points away from a win. Make it 1 point.
Make it 1 point.
14-7.
Well, here it is, do or die.
This
for
is
the
it.
Saints,
You're
yeah.
right. You're right, Ray Marie.
Oh, their hitters
There
are
you got
on.
it.
Wow. Their hitters are on today.
And that was Christina Mancini
She's a freshman also,
spiking
isn't she?
that ball. Yes, a 5'9" freshman.
We got a bright future there.
And giving the Lady Admirals the win in the second game and for the match. Kind of a quick night here at the Southview Gymnasium, Ray Marie, with the Lady Admirals grabbing both games. In the first game, winning by a 15-8 score, and in the second game, winning by 15-7 to take the match, increasing their record on the season to 11-5, while the Lady Saints fall to 6-11. Any thoughts, comments about this particular match tonight, varsity match?
Well, Admiral King sure was on with their hitting. They did a really nice job of going around the blocks and hitting the open spots, and the Saints just needed to get in there and cover, and they didn't do it. And that's what happens.
Now there's not much of a season left for these two teams. What do you play, a total of 20 before going into the tournaments?
Right.
So in the case of both these teams, the Lady Saints have played a total of 17 matches. They have 3 remaining in their regular season, while the Lady Admirals have played 16. They have 4 remaining, and then tournament time will be just around the corner. This has been, like we said, a first for us here at TV20, bringing you a varsity volleyball match between Lorain Southview High School and Lorain Admiral King High School. And I really, beyond belief, appreciate all the help that you have given us tonight. Not only were you a big help here, but the Lady Saints freshmen at least can say that you won and you're the coach.
All right.
And that's outstanding. Yes, the Lady Saints freshmen won 2 out of 3, and the JVs won for Admiral King in 2 straight games, and the varsity won in 2 straight games. So that just about wraps it up for us here at Southview High School. For my partner tonight, Ray Marie Bastock, our cameraman, producer, and director Bob Quinlan, I'm Ron Bacalar. Good night, everyone.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV20 WLCS.